What's up, everyone? Hey, Miss Sexy Brain, Amelia, and Dee Dee. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? If Terry comes in, because I know he'll step in from, time to time. I'm waiting for more people to come on in so we can discuss these baddies, or are they saddies? Hey, Lolita, how you doing, love? Hey, Blessed Beyond Measures. How y'all doing today? Hey, Hot and Spicy. Hey, I'm Chosen. Hey, Love That Nature. Thank you, Pratt. And how you doing today? Hey, Lena. Hey, Auntie Special K. How are you? Yeah, we were talking about. I watched the Baddies reunion, the first part. Um, yeah, the first part was actually, um, the intro parts I could have did without. However, I was looking at some of the outfits. I want Natalie to know she's a little too old to be dressing the way she dressed. Performing that song, it wasn't a good look for someone that's a wife and a mother. However, I get it. She's, the producer for Baddies. Um, but yeah, so we're just gonna get right on into it. I love that they let Saucy Santana come back. Also, as Bobby coming back and Janisha. Janisha looked um, she looked beautiful. However, she gave me I couldn't even give it out, y'all. Futuristics, characteristics, like Star Trek or something. But she did look beautiful in it. Hey, mom. Hey, Treasure Life. Hey, Am. Hey, Veronica. I'm good, Pratt. Hey, Spicy Brown. But what else? I was thinking about, y'all. Let's just get right on into it. It was the meetups with everybody that hadn't been seen in a while. I see they hid Tinka's stomach when she was in there with Jayla. Who else was in there? DTP and Antonio Brown, Nunu, and all in there, right? She kept holding the pillow to her stomach, so that gave me inclination that she was pregnant. Because she actually did, and that's so crazy, y'all. She had did a story with her baby daddy, talking about she just loved her baby daddy, but I was just thinking it was just like the oldest child's daddy or whatever. However, she just had a baby. After the reunion was, of course. Um, so that was a surprise that she was raised. So she wasn't able to take any face, but she did say she's going to get them. And now that she done had that baby, she did let them know that. Um, her and Jayla had an issue, and I did see some of that on one of the lives. That they did have an issue or whatnot. But I don't think it was really that serious. I mean, Jayla has loyalty to Art Bar. Um, I'm trying to see what really is Tinka's issue with Art Bar, because she always in somebody's business. I don't know. However, I see Art Bar is not going to be at the reunion. I think Tommy has scared the shit out of her, so she's not going to be there. Hey, let me see. Hey, Patricia, and hey, Candace. Um, who else? We have So they Jayla and them, Tinkerbell had their little issue or whatever, but I guess it's like squash. Okay. So then we got Ivory, Pretty P, and what's that girl name? I can't even think of her name. But she had an issue with Summer. They were all in the same room. They were talking about what face they were gonna give and everything. They looked very good. Avery took that dress off, baby, because she wanted to get right into it because Mel showed up. And I was trying to figure out why was Mel even invited to the reunion. For one, she only came in to fight Ivory. So I was just really trying to see why she was even at the reunion. And then she was giving like scared vibes, and I don't know why, because nobody was trying to even jump her. What's her name was really by herself. Yes, she did. Tommy brought out that BB gun. She scared her. She ain't talked about Betty since then. So just kind of what it is. She was scared. However, um, who else? In the other room, it was Rolly, Dolly, Summer, and Big Lex. Big Lex had her whole championship, like she about to box outfit on. Oh, don't forget DDP came out as a wrestler too, um, like the women's champ, and it was given, yeah. Um, I think she was trying to set her up. I do. Thank you so much, for the super chat, Dominica. I think she was really trying to set her up, so she can go ahead and get her onto the next to Africa or whatever. I really do feel like that because that's how Natalie played. Like y'all better pay attention to the story now how Natalie go, but now it ain't really a game to Natalie because Lemmy didn't put her like they didn't got into it. So he about to show her who the boss is for real. So I think they really stopped filming in Africa. I'm not for sure, but I believe what the word is, so it's allegedly that they had stopped the filming in Africa because of the altercation between her and Lemmy. Lemmy preys on women who's down at the bottom from what I'm gathering from the interview that I seen from Christina. Um, that's the thing I get from with them right there. Hey, Bullseye. But anyway, Dolly, the first fight was Dolly, Summer, and Emma and Yoshi. They was coming in to, speak to everybody in the same room with Rolly. Baby, they didn't give that girl no time. She didn't stand a chance when she went. Emma walked in there. They first, got into it. She whoop whoop Summer, because y'all all know Summer can't fight. She would whoop 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 her talking about, oh my mama, run me that. I'm trying to figure out why do you want people to keep running something and you keep getting beat up. Like I would just sit down. Like just sit down. However, Dolly got a hold of her and busted her nose. And she does that a lot for Summer. She gets in Summer fights a lot while they talking about Tasiki. She does the same. Dolly does the same thing. Okay. So that was the first fight. So they start everybody coming out there. Santana said Faye's gonna be given. Sass don't matter. And whoop de whoop. Okay, we got it. So then they start introducing people to come out. Natalie, of course, is always the first one to come out. And then it was Tasiki and what that girl name is, Scotty with the body. They all come out. Then they asked for DTV to come out, right? Why did she hug Natalie, y'all? And as soon as she got done hugging Natalie, pow, she slapped her. So they was like, let them, Santana, let her run her fade. Let Natalie run her fade. Let Natalie run her fade. Okay, so Natalie run her fade. Natalie got beat up in my eyes. From what I seen, DTB handled her. And Natalie still, oh, this my show. I don't want her on my set. I don't want her on my set. No. If she come back on my side, she's going to get whooped. She's going to get this. She's going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just talking big boy stuff. Boils down to it, they said they didn't have, nobody had an inkling that that was going to happen. She thought it was going to be a fade with Tasiki and what's the name, DTB, but DTB came out, did it with Natalie, and said the reason why she did it with Natalie because Natalie was doing all that talking on the internet as she always do, right? Hey, Penny J, as she always do. Um, hey Joanna, hey April, hey Miss Shawnee. She did that. And she just let Natalie know that you either you gonna be an EP, which is executive producer, or you gonna be on the cast. She just let her know that you're not untouchable. You're very much able to be touched, and you know what I'm saying. She showed that. Nellie was heated, didn't want her on there, so boom, she going about her business. Okay, next one come out is Rolly. Rolly and Jayla had a words, and she's mad because Jayla, she felt like Jayla was laughing at her, which nobody really laughed at them when they had got shot by the pellet gun. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really like nobody laughed. Like nobody thought it was funny because everybody thought it was real. Nobody knew it was a pellet gun until, she started firing it. However, she wasn't mad at Natalie, and Natalie did talk big jump on the screen. So I'm kind of confused of why you're not mad at Natalie, but you're mad at Jayla. So they had their words or whatever, back and forth. Boom. Biggie comes out. Then Anna comes out. Biggie don't want to fade it up with nobody. And I just don't agree with Saucy Santana because Biggie really wasn't standing on business. They had to really force her to stand on business this season. So it is what it is. Anna came out with them ugly boots, took them off because she wanted to run it with Summer. Now, that was the gist of the reunion, all in one word. Nobody really squared up. Nobody really, what I mean? They had their little squabbles or whatever. But this next episode is going to be very good because we got Dolly and Tasiki. Hey, Candace. Definitely cannot fight. She do, and she also selling them women out too. I don't care what nobody say. She's just like Lemmy. She's just a female version, and that's just it on that. And I think Lemmy was about to set her up, and that's why they really got into it. Um, Lemmy and now I don't know if y'all knew. That's why I'm trying to understand why did she let Anna go because that's one of Lemmy's women too. You know, truth of the matter is allegedly Lemmy is the one. Y'all remember when she what was it, Baddies Caribbean? Y'all remember Anna had it was on the injury reserve, right? Face got messed up. Well, allegedly, Lemmy is the one who messed her up. They say allegedly Lemmy leaves her locked up in rooms and only let her come out when he feel like it's a need for her to come out. Yeah. I've been reading a lot on that. So I definitely gotta read Jayla's I gotta look at her interview because it's gonna give us a lot more light because she said she wasn't holding nothing back. You know. Tasiki definitely has some things to say, but she hasn't really came out with it. Oh, she done had the baby. Blessed beyond measure. Yes, she was at the reunion. She done already had the baby though. She has definitely had that baby because I remember she showed a picture of the newborn baby. It's a little girl. Let me see. I was just about to ask, is she still high up at Zeus now that she's been beefing with her boyfriend CEO? I don't think so. When Ellie gonna let these young girls have it, she's too old to be calling herself a man. Thank you. Too old. Nelly is touching 40. Let it go, sweetie. It is time to let it go, sweetie. However, y'all, next weekend I'm definitely, because I'm not really enthused about it, because I think they could have saved the intro and all that stuff and just got straight to the reunion, so we could have got more dialogue. You know what I'm saying? We could have got the ones with the issue. You know what I'm saying? Get on the stage. Um, but Dolly, from the video I seen, Dolly definitely got a black eye. Dolly definitely got whooped. Tasuki definitely whooped her. Um, Summer kept taking L's. Uh, Big Lex and Ivory is going to get it on. I don't know who Pretty P gonna fight. So I'm ready to see it because I didn't know nobody else wanted to fight with her. So I'm definitely ready to see that. Who else we got going on? What we else got to go? Cause I'm not, yeah. I just think like it could have been a better reunion show, um, last night if we would have just took some of that front end stuff, like you know what I'm saying, like them talking to each other, the meet and greet and stuff. I feel like we could have just bypassed that and just gave us our dialogue because that's what people really want to see Tasiki and Dolly. People really want to see Ivory and Melanie and Ivory and Big like that's what we really want to see. We didn't really want to see that. I'm glad DTB showed now at least she can be touched, definitely somewhere to sit her old butt down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? However, I think that could have being eliminated somewhat. I want to know why Saucy Santana got on the dress he had on last reunion. Like, is that going to be his reunion look all the time now? Because that's the same dress. Um, yeah. All right, mom. I just feel like they could have came out with a better dialogue. Hey, Leela. Um, so I'm ready. Hey, Ramona. So I'm really ready for them to come on with the next one. I'm ready for Sunday to already be here. Hey, Rakita. Hey, Bree Bree. I'm gonna tell you something like that, Bree Bree. I feel like it wasn't it was very unexpected. However, she was face to face with her. She hugged her and then did it. So I mean, it was unexpected, you know what I'm saying? But however, it wasn't like she did it from behind her back or nothing like that. And to be honest, they did have an issue. They just thought the issue was straight, but it wasn't. Like DTV like really wanted her ones with her. Well, truth of the matter is DTV actually DDP actually took Natalie's chain, and Summer was like, "I'm gonna need you to run me that chain, run me that clock." That girl, you can't beat nobody on the thing, and you think you can finna go up against DTV? And this is the crazy thing, y'all, because DTV it was on what's the show called? Deja Vu. DTV really was whooping butt on there, so I don't understand why they really trying to play DTV like that. I mean, I don't know. So I'm kind of glad she let Natalie know that you can be touched out. I'm gonna be honest, that was the highlight for me. However, next week episode is definitely gonna be the best because it's we're gonna get to see where all the beefs come from. Hey, Ramona, I spoke when I came in. Love, you missed it. I did. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and because I didn't watch DTV. I'm gonna be honest, Bree. DTV, she really is not scary. She's really not like that. Like she really like to like she go round for round most of the time. She definitely goes round for round most of the time. However, I think she just wanted to prove a point to Natalie that she can be touched. I don't really feel like she really wanted to do that because Natalie's talking about you're not going to be on Africa. That's why we picked Tinker over you. We picked Tinker. Actually, DTV is actually on Baddies Africa. So I'm a bit confused. However, she does, from my understanding, her and Anna actually gets fired. And I think that's why Lemmy really had an issue with her because Anna is one of his women. That's why Anna and Scotty had issues with each other because of Lemmy. So I can't wait to see what's going on because I think Lemmy is a lot has a lot to do with a lot of these girls beef too with each other. Hey, Benfo. Who else? But oh, excuse me, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna check out Jayla's interview so we can get some tea because like I said, you know what? And I'm gonna reach out to my friend because because she actually has a lot of tea because she was actually real cool with Rolly. They fell out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to Jasmine, Queen of Reeds. Y'all can follow her on Instagram. Cause Let Me got actually had her blocked on YouTube, y'all, because she was telling the real. So I am gonna reach out to her and see whenever she's ready to, cause she's actually filming for I want to say either it's Now This TV or Dash TV. It's one of them that she's doing a reality show on. So I am going to reach out to her and see what we can do. Um, so they say they do, but I don't know. I believe they do though. Yeah, so I don't, yeah, I think he does mess with Janisha, but I think Janisha will let him go. I think Janisha was just in it to get her, secure her spot because Janisha's on every reunion. She's a host for every reunion, y'all. And she also executive produced a lot of those shows as well. They do know a Bad Boys is coming out again. Um, what else show I watch on Zeus? I do watch Air Nine and Erica Mena, but I'm not really feeling that show. So yeah, no, Bree, I didn't, baby, because you said I should have known because you got a wrench, but I still didn't know. I didn't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, well, since you okay, so okay, so Sabrina, with the DTB thing, I think she did that just to show proof a point to Natalie that you can be touched. All jokes aside, I don't think that she did it for no other reason but that reason. That's it. Natalie knows she can't beat that girl. Natalie can't. That's why Natalie won't get in the field with none of them. Remember, Scotty kept saying, like, Natalie, once you get in the field, get in the field, Natalie, get in the field. Natalie don't feel like she need to get in the field because she thinks she's high and above these women now. And she really not. It's either you a executive producer or you're a cast member. That's it and that's all. No, tell me the song because I believe it. Because the I said that man been messing with a lot of Kristen that okay, y'all. That's how he did Christina. He approached her. He knew Christina was down on her luck. Christina was actually damn near Homeless, the one from Baddies South. He approached her with this Baddies idea. It was actually, a matter of fact, y'all, to be all the way real, the Baddies concept was never Natalie's. So I know Natalie fucked this man to get to that point. I'm just That's just in my head because that was never hers. It was actually Rocky and Christina. They brought it to Lemmy, and Lemmy took it from her and gave it to Natalie, y'all. And I and that's how that went. Oh, she ain't gonna try Megan either. Cause remember Megan asked her, Do y'all want to fight?" One of them want to fight. Hey, Sabrina.
Hey, let's. Hold on. Let me
How
cut
you
down my
doing?
son's TV. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. But yeah, he so yeah, like for real. I just thought about it. That was Baddies. They asked Natalie come to that. Look, remember they all had to sit down. I want to say it was Rocky. I know it was Sarah. I know it was the what's her Jada. Who else? It was Sarah, Jada, Natalie, Rocky's best friend, and Rocky and Christina. They all was a part of that little sit down. That was never Natalie's idea, nor hers or Tanisha's idea. But they pitched it. It was already pitched to Lemmy. And Natalie did. Y'all know how Natalie is. She secret hands, go behind people back and do stuff. And that's just what she did. And she slept with her a couple of she slept with him to get what she needed so she can keep it going. Because that baddies was never her idea. I'm gonna be honest, that was never hers. That was actually Christina and Rocky's. That's why when Christina and Rocky finally had their bad blood sit down, that's why Rocky was mad at Christina. Hey, Key.
Come on, let's. Natalie is cool, man.
No, she's
She
not.
is.
No, Nelly is fake as fuck. Natalie keeps up a lot of mess. She's very messy. Natalie, a lot of these altercations is because Natalie, think about it. Natalie put that girl's name, Big Lex, on the same room as Ivory, knowing it's tension between them. Ivory wanted to fight every one of them, and everybody else was willing to take the heat for Natalie.
You see how she came back? Okay. You remember, she asked the girl, she was just like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? So the girl really didn't want to fight Ivory. So, it was what it was. She knew that girl was going to be outside. Now they told that girl, she just messy, man.
Yeah,
She just
Natalie.
straight messy.
Yes,
Messy. It's
Natalie is very
messy.
messy. Natalie knew that Ivory and this girl really got back. Because what was the point of you bringing this girl? The last episode, you bring Mel out, and to be honest, she really didn't have nothing to prove to know her or Ivory really
But
had
why would
anything
she
else to
think
prove.
everybody wanted to jump her, though?
Because they're think about it. That's what they do when they click tight. They jump on the shows that they jump. That's what we see. Anna will jump you if it's for Biggie or anybody that she really fuck with. She will jump in it. So guess what? They really fuck with Ivory. So that's what she thinking.
Anna just a firecracker. That girl be having me weak. She, she be all over the place. She just love to fight.
Mm-hmm.
She just love to fight. But on my mama, run me that.
Gets beat
Man,
up
I
every
love
time. I don't
Summer.
know
I
why
don't
she
care
want
what
to get run.
nobody say.
I don't know why she want anybody to run her anything. She keep getting beat up.
That's what they love, and she keep getting right back up. Slim would have been the same fit. Slim would have been the same fit. I don't know. Natalie loved her some Rolly. So Natalie was bouncing on what Rolly was saying, but they shouldn't have voted her off the show. I think that was whack for them to do that. But Pretty P girl, I could not wait till that week. Cause baby. Pretty P, honey boo boo, why did you wear that up on that stage? Cause you couldn't even hardly move. Now, now, Alexis, why didn't she put on some shorts and a shirt?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why did she come in? And she had already said that she's stuffed like a turkey. And that you see how fat. You see how
I was weak. She
You
couldn't
see
even
how
hardly
what's her name?
move.
You see how Ivory did. Ivory took them clothes off.
That's what she about to
Ivory said,
do.
"I'm coming to fight." But you know what,
But she
Pretty
ain't
P?
got on no bra. Child, oh my God. That
But
sweet. It is going to be terrible. It is going to be terrible. And what is going on with Sauce? And why did he return with that dress he had on last season?
who? I told y'all he had. Did I say that? I said Sasha got on the same dress he had on
Oh
last.
my God, that is nasty. And why would he? That's nasty work, Saucy. I know. I mean, I just seen a few blogs this morning and last night. Them talking about that black dress and them Ashley in that in that
Mm-hmm.
girl. He put some body oil. What was that?
He,
Um, baby oil and spots. It was.
I'm
He had some.
screaming.
They was in on spots of his arms and legs. He didn't even have it rubbed in, man. It looked like he just took it and just slapped his thighs and just went up and down. Man,
I'm
yo,
sorry, Auntie. I'm sorry, Sabrina. He definitely had on the same dress. That is
child. Oh my God. What the money? What is going on? Cause what was he thinking about? He could have went and bought another black dress, Lex. Like, really? With that little bit of baby oil on his body, like that, trying to he wanted that glow. But that ash was showing. Okay, it was showing. I know y'all saw it. Can you hear me, Lex? Can y'all hear me? Oh no. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Where is Lex?
okay. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, Special K.
Oh, I'm finna because I
Look,
couldn't hear
he
myself.
Lex
Huh?
Saucy took and poured some baby oil in his hands, and he just slapped his thighs on the side and pulled the all the way up. Well, the leg part down by the ankle, and started from there and worked his way up. One line, that was it, and then a line on each arm. So that means that he couldn't, girl, he could not reach around on his whole body like that and rub that stuff in.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Girl, Santana need to stop, but he Santana with that shit. He is, and
Mm-hmm.
he de- he does
Mm-hmm.
like I'm telling you, they need him to. I wish he was the co-host of that show, cause man, it wouldn't be. I'm telling you, temperatures rising up
Wait
in that piece.
Wait a minute, y'all
Uh,
see how every time a fight finna break out, do y'all notice how Saucy always goes to the crowd and be like, I'm trying to figure out what happened, what happened. Like I'll be so ticked. Now that's one thing.
he
He's a
is
good host.
messy,
He's a
man.
host. He's a great host when it comes to stuff like that because he goes and sees the fans' reactions to see what because we on the same type time. Like, why did she do that? And the girl was able. She said she feel like Natalie keeps up so much shit if Nelly feel like she can't be touched, and that's why she did what she did. Like you
Now
literally go,
that part, lads. Now, first off, now I was sitting on the sidelines looking at the whole thing out my little eye. That DTB bent over, gave Natalie a hug. Natalie reached out and grabbed and pumped her Duke. And when she did that, she stood up and smacked the mess out of Natalie's face. Yo, on the preview, I thought it was
I
Scotty.
I did too at first, and then I rewinded it. It was definitely Natalie, and it was definitely given. She did that to Natalie, and Natalie should have just sat back and took that L because DDP really. I'm gonna just say this: DTB actually takes. She usually goes for about 6 rounds, and she done fought the best of them. So I'm just a bit confused. Is what's going on? Is they framing her? Is they edited to make it look like she didn't got her? And now the only one I can say she really got her ass whooped with is Tasiki. I will say that, and Tinker.
You
But
think they gonna fight again? You think
um,
um Tasiki and
she
DTP
already said she's not gonna
DT
fight Tasiki. She already said she's not. She already said she's not gonna fight Tasiki. That girl don't want to lose no more teeth.
he getting ready to fight Rolling next week.
Uh
So
huh.
I agree with Sabrina though. Her group and that crowd was hyping her up to smack Natalie. I saw it on the first part. I ain't see it. I ain't had to rewind it because when she first came out, they was going ham when she hit the floor. So I knew that was her group. I knew that was her group, and baby, Natalie was shocked. She smacked her the first
Yeah,
time. She
Natalie was.
couldn't move.
Natalie thinks that she can't be touched. Natalie actually feels
But
like she cannot be touched and can't nobody. And she was like, and y'all let her jump on me, or if y'all let her touch me, ain't nobody going to and go get new baddies.
she better
First
not
of
say
all,
that
yes,
after
she
that
did say
last
that.
fight.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did say that to them last night. And I'm
Oh my
finna
God,
show you
I didn't
because
even hear that. She got
yes,
a
baby.
nerve. And she sat
Yes,
there and watched all them girls jump up on
yes,
Scotty and them like
yes.
that. Girl, child. So what you think about Scotty? Because Scotty pulled them shoes off. What she thought she was about to do with Rolling?
I don't. You know what? Scotty had took them shoes off beforehand, before Rolly came out. She had once DTV and Nelly had started fighting, she had took her shoes off. But I'm trying to figure out what was you taking your shoes off, period, because you couldn't have fool with DTV. Like, Scotty, you're not really a fighter.
Scotty,
Like,
when she fight, do you see how she it looked like she just
she's
pulling
scared.
picking up people hair and shit. I'm
She's
saying
scared. She's swinging like she's scared, like she's nervous. When she stand
like
in
she
fight
just
formation,
like she
she's
uses
nervous.
her hands to it's hard to describe. It looked like she's trying to pick the person up with her fingers. I don't know what that is. But baby, you need to take some of that guap you got and go on and get you some self-defense classes because
I'm
that
gonna
there
be
ain't
honest.
working.
Now I'm gonna be honest, y'all, and I'm finna answer your question, Sabrina. But I've got to say this, y'all. If Rolly go on another show and have on that waist trainer, I swear I'm gonna die. I'm tired of seeing the waist trainer. Like, girl, you had the wrong
But I
surgery.
thought she had a tummy tuck.
You can't. First of all, you have to lose weight. She
But she
hasn't
had a
lost.
when she got her BBL, she got a
That's the
tummy
thing.
tuck.
She was before she had a BBL or a tummy tuck. She was supposed to lose weight. Now,
Right. They
whatever
rushed
doctor
her into that.
the doctor
She
did, that's why she ain't losing weight the way she's supposed to be losing weight.
right. She rushed into that, Alexis.
She did the BBL. Like, what made you
Mm-hmm.
feel like you should get a BBL before you lost weight first, or have a
She
tummy tuck,
right. I
and you
agree.
still got your whole fucking stomach?
Man,
You should
she
have got
rushed
you the
into that
sleeve
whole
first.
She rushed into that whole scenery. I guess because Zeus paid for the whole transaction.
Cause she had a
So
show. Yeah.
right. And I just feel like that she didn't give it a second thought on how to do it right. And that's why she's still walking around with that waist train on. Granted, to me, her stomach is flat. I don't even understand why she worried. And she better
Because
embrace
you know,
herself because she looks good to me. She
I'm gonna
really
tell you why
does.
she. I'm gonna tell you why she's still because something still ain't done right. It's something still hanging. It's something that still ain't sucked in. And the reason why it's still like that because you still eating how you want to eat. You can't if you had that surgery to sleep, you ain't gonna be able to eat just what you want to eat because your stomach is you damn near have no stomach. So you're not gonna be able to eat what you were eating before.
Let's you see what Sabrina said. I didn't know that happened, Sabrina. I didn't know. I thought she was happy with that surgery.
Let me see. Do y'all think it's corny that she drank with Nat? Yeah, now I do think that's. I think that was bullshit. I do. I will. I will say that. Like that was like the keep it a G. If you had a problem with her, you should have just said you had a fucking problem with her and kept it moving. And so she would have been at least expecting that slack. You get what I'm saying? And then
Right.
for you
She
to
stole
hug
on
her,
Natalie.
yes,
She
for her
stole
to hug, she played
let's
on
keep it a
Natalie.
buck. She
She
stole on her. And this is what they've been talking about the whole daggone season. Like, stop doing that. I mean, come on now. Really?
did.
She would have been she did that in the Africa, the African auditions to Biggie. Like, girl, why did you keep like walking up on people and slickly doing
But
that?
hold on. But Biggie got her. Biggie got her back. Biggie. That's why she had to drag Biggie the way she did because Biggie had already whooped on her,
Oh
and
yeah, Biggie tore
and
her
she wasn't
tail up in that
expecting that.
by that
She,
wonder.
yep, and she wasn't expecting that because Biggie's not a fighter. Let me
Yeah,
see.
she
That
girl
botched
play
role.
with somebody else.
They botched Rolly and gave her some screen time to stop the lawsuit. Remember, she was going to sue Zeus for the surgery. Sure was.
I forgot all about that, but
Sure
I was
was.
just thinking that being that she continued on to back to the show, after her transformation, I just thought that she was okay with it. I
I
didn't know that
can't,
she, you
but you
know,
can't get mad at the start. How are you mad at them when you should be actually trying to sue your fucking doctor because any real doctor would have told you, ma'am,
to
you gotta
lose
lose
what right.
weight.
Come on, man. Like, why would you
You
anybody anything in your right mind would have told you to lose some weight? You know goodness
yes,
well
you
you
gotta
can't lay
lose
under
weight
the
before
knife like that.
that's like me
And
going to go have a beat. First of all, that's like me
and
going to
it's
have
not like
a
she was 200 pounds. This child was like three almost what? She was
it was
up there.
almost she was a 330, 350. She was a good, she was big.
Mm-hmm.
She was good.
Solid.
And this is the thing, Rolly is still big to me because
Yeah,
she
because she
didn't
still
have
got that back.
yeah, she did not go have the proper surgery she was supposed. You looking at trying to be fit in with the baddies, and baby, you before you could fit in with most of them or some of them, it's more work you needed done before you even had the BBL or anything. What was the point of having a BBL and a tummy tuck, and you didn't even have a sleeve? You ain't even lost no
No,
weight.
I
I just
agree.
don't get it.
I definitely agree. Now I don't know a lot about those surgeries, but I know goodness, like it won't none but God that stood by her because there is no way that she went under the knife that fast without going on a weight loss program first before she actually did. And that's I thought that it was that you
I'm
have to
trying to figure
actually
out where did
sign
she
paperwork.
I'm trying to figure out where she had done it because if it was with Dr. Miami and them, they would have told her quick. We
They
can't
it's on
take
Zeus.
surgery.
It's on the app, her whole transformation.
Well, I gotta know who did it
I'm gonna
because
go back and look at it.
I want to say it's somebody out of the country. Let me see.
I'm gonna go back and look at it, and then I'll be able to tell you. I'm gonna binge watch it. Sabrina, you crazy?
Let me see. I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Let me see. Rolly's legs do a thing of their own. You got that right. Them
Right,
legs. baby.
Wait, first of all, why
That's
do
what
her
she should have
knee?
had surgery on. Is them
Man, yes,
legs.
they unwrap them knees away from them knees, cause them knees is kneeing. I
Rolly,
mean, if she falls straight down to her face, man, them knees ain't gonna catch the ground cause they stuck together. Okay.
mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Lexa
I'm
must
back.
got a
I'm back.
phone
I'm
call,
back.
y'all.
I keep getting phone calls, so I'm sorry, y'all. The
No,
phone
you all
was ringing. I
right.
had to put on do not disturb.
Yeah, so TT said that she saw it on her transformation show. So I'm going back and look at it. It's on Zeus, the whole transformation, all of the
I know
episodes is
she
on
don't
Zeus.
like them. That I know she don't like them knock knees, cause them knees is so knock. It ain't even funny. Them
Uh
knees so
um
numb. Like she stand like she's so messy. She stand like like if we see a girl with them kind of knees, we'll swear like them is the messiest people we met in our life. You know it is drama going. But Rolly really ain't. This is the
mm.
thing I respect about Rolly. What she say on her confessionals, she also says, and that's one thing Santana was correct on. What she say in them confessionals is what she say in they face. It is no other way around it. But baby,
Yeah,
them leaves, them
Saucy
but them
called that out
legs.
last night. He definitely called that. The rest of them, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what to say. But for real, Avery is not a beast. Avery is all mouth. I done seen people around me like that and gets to nowhere. Like she just talk a lot and jump
Oh
up
well,
and down
see,
and holler and scream.
but see, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Ivory is that big. I'm gonna be honest because when she's on Now That's TV, she whooping ass, and them bitches can fight on Now That's TV. That's one thing I will say. She was fighting with the best of them. She really do gets it. She gets it like that. Like she beat ET ass at a boxing match. Like she really fights. Like I seen
Well,
her
she
on
must
other
be just
shows.
showing these people grace then, cause
She really is. She didn't want to come on here, come off as the bully and shit like that. And y'all
right.
got to remember too is the editing. The editing will have you looking like you got your ass beat, but you really don't get your ass beat.
Yeah,
The,
because who put them two knots up on some? Okay, wait a minute.
now
Didn't
she
Jayla
did
had?
not it. Now I ain't gonna lie. Big now the truth about her and Big Lex. Big Lex was whooping ass.
Oh
Big
yeah,
Lex
big
gave her them
lad
two. Big Lex was gave her those two.
knots
And
on her
her two.
forehead.
Yeah, she did.
She did. She knotted up two people. Was
Yeah.
it? It was. Oh my God! It was Jayla, right? The
Yep.
first time
Yep.
in the living room.
Jayla got knotted up at the last dinner.
Who got? Who did? Let's fight in that living room at that house. Was it Avery?
Yeah, she did.
And she put them knots on her face. So if she got a ring on her finger,
No. That was just her fight. You know they had to take the no, that's on now this TV. They gotta take jewelry off. I ain't see her with none.
man, what is going? Why did that? Why Summer jump on Emma like that?
I don't know why and because of that, I guess because of the altercation, and where Ivory stopped them from fighting in the kitchen. And you know, she had got with Dolly. And see, this is the thing with Dolly. I'm tired of her always jumping in that girl's fights. Hey
Yeah, she did
Gigi.
something too. She the one did that to Emma nose last night.
Yeah,
That
she
was
the one who did
wrong
it.
for
But
Dolly to do that because that was a one on one. What are you doing, girl? Y'all not even on the stage. I'm looking at Dolly like, girl, sit your little musty self on down because she getting on my nerves. And next thing you know, something wrong with her hand or something wrong with her finger.
that's why you know what Jayla beat her ass at that party. And they did jump on her because they were trying to jump her. And that's why she got her butt sent right on home because then her epilepsy started kicking in.
She claims she ain't never had no seizure.
That if you hadn't one shooting girl, you done had it before. You might not have it often, but she done had it. Let me say Big Lex is old
Right.
a little
It
bit.
could.
but she can fight and she mad pretty. Ivory slick like Big Legs. And did y'all know Big Legs has a girlfriend? Yeah, I knew she had a
I
girlfriend.
did not know that.
Yeah, I knew she had a girlfriend.
I did not
Yes, she
know
did.
that.
Let me see. Big Legs got mad at her girlfriend for going to Summer room and Summer low down for inviting the girlfriend over. Like, what are they doing? And you know what's so crazy? What's so crazy? And the way she ride for them, ain't no way in the world she should have been inviting her girlfriend to her room. Like that'd have been enough to get her butt whooped. Dolly trying to protect Summer. She always trying to protect Summer because y'all remember all. I don't know if y'all seen the reunion, not the reunion, but the auditions for Africa. People was tired of her. This girl was literally making people fight just because, like, you became a baddie, so you can do that to people. Like, you are a weirdo.
But Rhoda shouldn't apologize for popping her ass in that at that table because I just feel like Rhoda was right and she should have stood on it because Summer had no right to do what she did.
No, she didn't. That girl called that girl a
That
set up
girl
girl.
should have jumped up on that stage and ate her tail up because that's exactly what I would have did.
That girl beat Summer up. The girls had to jump her because y'all know Summer can't fade. And she always talking about run me that girl. What do you keep want to run, getting your ass beat for? Like I couldn't do it. And yes, Sabrina, you are correct. She is very much fragile like a porcelain doll. She need to sit down. But I'm glad Tasiki gonna whoop her. While she up there, she ain't do nothing to me. Man, Tasiki got her
No,
black eye.
baby.
Black
Nope,
Tasiki
nope.
got her black eye.
I,
Tasiki
I
got her
gotta
black eye.
disagree. I
Oh
gotta
no, I
disagree.
see. I
It's
looked
been
at it.
all in the blogs that
That's a lie. I'm telling you, Tasiki
I
whoops
can't wait to
her.
see it. I'm
Tasiki
wanting
whoops
to see it with
her.
my own eyes.
She didn't even get a hit on Tasiki. I'm going to be honest. I just looked at a video. They said, where is all Dolly's fans at this point? Dolly couldn't get a hit on Tasiki, and they were close, and she couldn't. Tasiki back up. Whoop, whoop. Like, Tasiki can beat that girl. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Then I'm going to be honest with you. Pretty P beat up Dolly. Bust, messed her nose up again. Because whoever messed it up the first time or messed her hand up, I want to say she messed her hand up, not her nose. It might have been both, but Pretty P beat her up too a couple of times. Dolly is not like she's not like that. Like that. Told you.
Well, I just can't wait to next
Hey,
week.
that
I
one.
really can't because I this is what I want to see because baby, Tasika says she's undefeated and she really walks around and like thinking this. So I just want to see. I just want to see with my own eyes
She ain't beat Tasiki
because
up.
them two raccoon circles that was around uh Tasika eyes when she did her live on Instagram,
Mm-mm.
there was real black eyes.
Baby, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That girl, I'm gonna go back and find it. Tasiki whoops that girl. Tasiki whoops her. Tasiki whooped that girl's ass. I don't know where she got them black eyes from because that girl didn't even get a hit in on Tasiki. And I'm being honest as I can. When
Yo,
I
I
see
was like, oh my God. No, I mean, how can she do her eyes like that? Well, they must be permanent rings then, because that girl had black rings around her eyes when she
I
did
got
her
rings around my eyes. It would you if you catch me at the right time, you would think somebody beat my ass. I am not lying. I got raccoon eyes, and that's because the no. I'm
That
gonna
is
be honest. That's
crazy.
because of no sleep. That's when you don't get enough sleep. I do have those around my eyes. It's dark. My mom always tells me when she see me, she be like, "Why you got to have? Why you got them rings around? Lexus, you need to get you some rest. You need to get you some rest." I'm telling you, I have them. Now she did get her nose broke at the auditions. You are correct, TT, but it got re-injured. Pretty P re-injured her nose and her hand.
Yes, I remember that. I
Yep.
remember that. So You think Jayla is backing out forever, or do you think
Yeah,
she's coming back
I
again
think I think
in the
fine.
African season?
I think she no, Jayla's not in Africa. I already seen the lineup. Jayla's not in there.
Right, but you know,
Jayla's not in
you know
there.
how Natalie do when she bring people back in the middle
Why do she
of the
keep bringing Tommy? Tommy is a special guest. Why?
right. How she
I don't.
get to
I'm
do
not
that?
getting it
And she in there acting
because
like
Tommy
John
brings the.
McGraw,
She's. I don't know, but she brings
John Wayne's
back.
sister. Oh my God!
I'm
And
like that.
so
Sabrina is done. I think Sabrina, you're correct. Jayla is definitely done with it because of her story. And I gotta go back and watch it. Why I'm babysitting today. I'm gonna go look at her live, her interview that she did because it's gonna give us some
with
more
Jalamine,
insight.
with is that the guy named Jelamina?
That's Jayla's name.
Okay, I saw that interview, and it's like an hour and 30 minutes long. So
Okay.
you might want to go look at that. I like Jayla. I think she too
I do too.
classy for the mess, if you ask me. But you know, everybody got to get their feet wet for that paper. So I guess that's just,
Mhm.
what that was to me. She wanted to carry on her her monies from the Bad Girls Club to swinging with the baddies to keep that bag going. And that was a smart move for her. But I think at her age now, she really truly do need to back out.
I
Cause
think it's
baby,
time
you
for Natalie
over
to
40.
retire.
It's time to put them hands down.
I think it's time for Natalie to stop.
Yeah, now that they need to back off, I think now that they know that bag gonna really shrink.
I
But
think
what you think about her and what her and Limit is going through now? Did she really quit Baddies Africa
I think
and
he fired
Zoo?
her. I think he fired her. You know she called him or she said y'all need to might as well go ahead and give him his baddie stuff because he had everything the baddies do. You're not a baddie. Yeah, I seen the video. She was calling him out his name and everything. Cause he said, well then let's talk about you messing with cause it's a new bad boys that she messing with. Cause you know she was messing with the one Curtis and then she ended up start messing with a new guy. She just now started messing with the new guy. Then she got her husband. He put that all out on front stream.
Right.
That's why she mad. No, they
Man.
he offered her a Louis bag. Ain't no way.
Yeah, but he bring gifts to all of the they get gifts all the time. Like every reunion they get a nice gift. And she was talking about that on her one of her lives recently.
Mm.
She said that he bring purses and jewelry and all kinds of stuff for them.
Mm-hmm. But let me need to we need to see what's his addiction on treating the women the way he do once he get them though, because allegedly he keeps Anna locked up in a room, and allegedly
Scotty
he's
got bruises on her body. I saw that
Mhm.
video.
But he don't
Do
really do
you watch Big
he don't
Mouth?
huh
Do you follow Big Mouth?
uh-uh.
Yeah, he be having all the tea. I'm talking about all of it. So I got to actually look at I'm following him on YouTube, and he have all the content. He finds all their TikToks, their Instagrams, and post them on his page. So that's how I be seeing all the, cause I ain't following nobody but DTB and Tasiki and the
Mm-hmm.
rest of them.
I want them why they ain't put it on Front Street with. I mean, y'all could have tore Tasiki brand up by allowing Chris Sean get on there and do that embarrassing shit.
Yeah, that was nasty work right there. I mean, very nasty work. So even, I'm stuck in between because I don't understand how someone can come out and make an accusation like that and then just go on about their life as if nothing ever happened. If that's something that you wanted to stand on, you should have stood on it in a book or had a some type of truth to this. A lie detective test done. That is something, you know. I don't know what Krishan's problem was of doing that, but everybody's saying she jealous of Tasika. I don't see it.
Is yeah, she is. Tasiki was more loved than Krishan. Tasiki, She wanted Tasiki to be in her shadow, but Tasiki stepped away and stepped out and did her own thing, and people respected that with Tasiki. And then you got to remember, y'all do know when she set her friends to jump Tasiki, looked in a bad way for her. For your friends to see you say jump your sister, so nobody has like that. That look bad. I couldn't see telling my friends to jump my sister.
So I mean, what question. Why did they bring Yoshi back? Like, what's what? Do she
They didn't
have
bring,
beef
she was
with
just
somebody in there?
she was a part of the cast. That's why she came back. It's the reunion.
Well, she probably wanted to get her bag for the reunion as well.
Yeah,
But Yoshi slid over so fast, girl, when Summer jumped up out that seat.
because Summer, Yoshi, Lexus, and Dolly are all cool. They were all cool. Yoshi, I don't know what was her purpose even coming. She was like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. Yoshi, you ain't do nothing what you stood. You weren't standing on business and you were born. Emma was definitely born. You talked about Natalie being, I mean, you talked about Jayla being born or Scotty being born, but you were born too. And I understand you had things going at home with your father and his situation. She might should have set that one out.
I just think Emma is a hater and she just wanted something to say and she wanted to be in the limelight. Cause baby, your hands weren't working at all with Scotty or Summer.
Let me tell you something. He got and I'm gonna tell you something. Jayla already speaking her truth. Christina already telling her truth. Y'all, if Nelly would have came out, it's a lot between both of them that they can tell on each other. That would ruin the whole thing. So they have to make up with each other. I really do believe that. Now, I'm gonna say this. So Tika, I don't know who her baby daddy. He's not a good looking dude. He don't look like he would even be her type. But yeah, y'all gotta go check her reels out. She'll show her baby daddy. Let me see. Krishan let Blueface to make her look bad and made a fool of her. Definitely. Then she took it out on her own sister, which was completely wrong. I don't believe the gospel journey she on. Me either. Me either.
Me either. I believe it's a whole front. I believe it's something to deter her fans so that she can still so that they can stick with her and whatever else. I mean, I would never be a
If
fan.
I'ma just
Never.
if she wanted to really be a part, if she really had a journey, a spiritual journey, and she said her sister did all this to her, right? And you on that spiritual journey, you would have never allowed it to come to the internet, social media. You would have handled that behind the closed door, so you'll be able to forgive your sister wholeheartedly. This looked like you did this for a check. So if we really gonna talk about it, was she really on
He
her?
did. It was all about that bag.
It
It
was
was
about her.
all about the bag. And for her to bring something as that disgusting to this internet, to me, it was just crazy. I mean, I understand that things happen to her, but that should have been something sat down and discussed in a better setting than a baddie show. And I'm surprised that Zeus
She
even
wanted
stuck
to come
their
back.
neck out for something like that to be put on their
She
show.
could have. She could. They could have been sued behind that.
Yes, I don't get why Zeus did that and aired it, not knowing that and nobody said allegedly or nothing. So, I mean, I want to know, do you guys have a video of what was done? Because even though that, I mean, I just think the whole thing, I try to believe people when, things like that happen to them because I don't take that for granted from no one. But
Mm-hmm.
to bring that on a reality show with a ball of hatred was just I mean, it was just mind boggling. The sister joined in with it and all. It's just everybody just mad at each other. I don't get what kind of family dynamic they have. It's just disgusting. Y'all willing to air each other out on in the public like that and then just walk away from it like it never happened is by far crazy. And that was defamation of character. And if it hurted her in any type of way, she could have sued and won. She definitely could have sued her and won because she
Yeah,
have no proof.
that's definitely
None.
because why would, and then this is the thing, if this is the sister that did this to you, let's be for real. Why would you even bring her along or want her to even be a part of something that you got going on? Like you would have animosity towards that person. Like I just don't believe that. And
Well,
why are we just now hearing stories? Why you didn't say nothing about it when you
right.
asked on it when you first
Exactly.
on it?
That's
Why
my point.
after you came here? And you more concerned about what happened. You're not even concerned that your child is not
Oh my
developing
God.
the way
I was just about to
it-
say something about that. I'm gonna tell you something. You can be up one moment and be flat down on your face the next. God
Mhm.
is not gonna elevate this lady until she do what's right by that baby. Like, girl, you that is so embarrassing for you to keep walking around, flaunting your holding your baby up like he can really have that. Like, and I'm not a fan of talking about nobody children, but come on, it's evident. Nobody is blind. Everybody can see it, and you're doing it purposely just to continue to draw your fans and have them to have so much empathy on what you're doing. That is just crazy to me. Like, girl, if you don't get that baby into the specialist and let them figure out what is wrong with your son, that baby's going to be one of the babies that's a prodigy to the streets because he's medically neglected. And that's sad I just feel sad for him. And I wish that one smart family member would do the right thing. And I'm gonna just leave that right there. I just hope and pray that one of her family members do the right thing with this and just get get that baby some help. Cause
Cause
her
you
son
need
is so beautiful. He is the cutest little boy. He really is.
yeah, it was supposed to be confirmed that Blueface was the daddy. Um
Yeah, I heard he took a DNA in jail.
yeah,
A
and then
real one.
I'm trying to figure out the thing about, and thank you Sabrina for the super chat. I'm trying to figure out what was the purpose of having the other baby mama on there.
What they call her Stewie.
Stewie, she look like Stewie.
Little
Look like
Stewie.
yeah, she look like Stewie.
Girl, Stewie is a trip.
And why is her belly button so big?
That child. I mean, for every arm that swung, she ran. The only person she was really inviting on fighting was Biggie for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know what Biggie even had against her because the girl quiet. So
Yeah, yep.
I
And Miss
don't know, girl. It's the clout for me. But that girl quiet. Why and Akbar straight clowned you in front of all of them and the whole 1 million to 1 trillion people that's watching, but you decided to hit that girl.
yep. Baby, Akbar V did a whole song about you.
She ain't gonna be at the reunion. She already said that in
Oh,
her
you know gonna be at the reunion.
one-
That Tommy scared the shit out of her.
yeah,
You see
she's not coming to the
what happened?
reunion. She said the bag ain't big enough. Girl,
Yep.
please.
That's why Tasiki said she wasn't coming back on there. The bag is not big.
Tasika should have kept her mouth closed and stopped running her mouth on that daggone internet, and she would have had another seat in that chair.
She
You know
did.
how many people ain't doing nothing up there, and they still got a seat. Why is Scotty still there? Can
Scotty,
somebody please?
but
Because
let's
I
be
mean,
real. Scotty's still gonna be there because she's still screwing at me.
because all she doing is twerking. That's it.
She ain't doing nothing. Like she does have her physical training stuff. Like I ain't gonna lie, I do be seeing her all her lives. That's what she do. However, as far as baddies go, as entertainment goes, no, she doesn't do any of that. However, Tasiki wants her music career over baddies, and I can't get mad at her for that.
Right. And why Rolly get so mad at Scotty for having a heart? Like, come on. Them girls was wrong on how they was treating
They were, especially
how they was
Summer.
treating that girl. Yeah, they was wrong for that. Well, Summer, it was Summer that was picking.
Yeah,
But I'm really shocked because
but Natalie. But this is the thing. Natalie says he wanted to. She if she wants to seek you back, she'll do it or whatever. She has to seek you back because I seen one in the post. And Tasiki said, "Don't put me in that." She was like, "The bag ain't big enough for me to keep fighting folks." She did say that and breaking up people's fight. Yeah, she did say that. And you can tell by the way that Tasiki is from the very first time she came on Baddies, it's a totally different Tasiki.
right. But
On Tasiki on her
her and Krishan's are opposites anyways.
yeah, very.
They're very much opposite. But next week, stay tuned because you think they're gonna have 3 weeks of this reunion. I think so.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 weeks of the reunion. I do
I
think.
think so. I definitely think they did it for Midwest. So we'll see.
It's
All
either
I can say is Natalie, get yourself together, baby, because I don't think that's the only smack coming.
I don't think that's gonna be the only L's coming because I just don't. And just
I
for the record,
believe
y'all
Anna
know
is
they
gonna try
said
to fight her.
y'all know Ivory and Stunner Girl got into it real bad, right, y'all?
Yes.
Well, they got into it at the hotel, and guess what? The hotel they said that happened when that fight happened. I was there. I was at work when it happened. They said Ivory was beating the shit out of Stunner Girl. Then Stunner Girl friends came in and jumped her, and she still was
Yeah,
whooping.
Stunner Girl supposed to had a gash or something in the middle of her
Mm,
forehead.
Summer,
But when she did her live, well, she must have put some makeup on it because the show won't showing. But Ivory's shirt, I seen all that blood on her shirt, and now she and the girl ain't had no scratch. So
mm-hmm.
I don't know where the blood came from, but I ain't see that girl forehead gashed open like they said it was. But yeah, they said that Stunner Girl pulled up on Ivory at her hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on and popping.
Yep, and she beat her fair and square.
Think Natalie is white for bringing Stunner Girl back. Stunner Girl, what
And
she do?
that's my whole thing. Nelly has no loyalty to anyone. Because why the fuck would you bring Stunner Girl back knowing that you really fuck with Biggie?
Right, right.
And then Stunner Girl
Now,
has such a nasty attitude. And again, yet again, Nelly is messy. Stunner Girl and Tommy don't get along. So why in the fuck? Like that's good for TV though. That's why she did it. Because it's good for TV. We want to see that interaction. We messy. We want to see it. We want to see what's gonna happen. We want to see it. But y'all gotta remember, like all this is gonna come to a head to the point where Natalie ain't gonna have no job. They gonna somebody gonna sneak Natalie out her job. I ain't gonna lie.
Lemmy might not have no job either if them people sue his tail for their network. Cause this, have you seen the latest beef in the blogs about that?
What's going on.
So Zeus, so it was three people that came out with Zeus. I can't remember the other two people name was a Caucasian lady, uh, uh, and two black dudes. And one of them did a live putting Lemmy on Front Street. Lemmy have not paid. Now, so them people came up with the name Zeus.
Oh yeah. I seen that.
Right. And so they're now getting ready to, it's now getting ready to, if it's not already been open, a lawsuit is coming open against Lemmy. And
Yep,
they're suing him and taking Zeus away from him because he was not the founder of Zeus.
yep. That's
Those
what I
three
heard.
people was. And I cannot believe that he sat
They
there and
let me
played on.
hold on. Wait, what I gathered, they funded. Zeus, because he didn't have all the
And
fun.
they
And
came
I
up
think
with
the
the
white girl,
name as well.
I think the white girl came in like she was the last one that came in and
Right.
that helped fund them and all that other stuff. And they have
Right, because he
had,
didn't have no money. He
yep,
did not have no money to start it. And
yep.
so once they got someone, what happened was they went out and found someone that would do it. Found one of the oh my god, I cannot remember the name of the organization that actually funded the Zeus channel, and then they had to come up with the name of the channel of the network. And those three people put their heads together. Lemon had nothing to do with the name Zeus. They came up with it. And Lemon reported that man live,
Oh, that's what
and
I'm
they
trying to
took
tell
his
y'all.
live down.
Let me tell y'all. Lemmy is dirty like that. My friend, like I said, my friend Queen of Reeds. You can find her on Instagram. That's her name, Queen of Reeds. He took her because she was giving the big because she knew what was really going on because her and Brody
Right.
were actually friends until they fell out. But anyway, she knew what was going on. Natalie know what she was doing. She put Natalie out on first string. She put Lemmy out on first string. Lemmy went and had her page too. Like I'm not lying. Lemmy will have stuff taken down. Like he's gonna do that.
Yes, and he had that man live taken down because that man blasted him. He had it removed and it's back up.
Yeah.
So and that man told the whole story. And let me out to be ashamed of himself. He ain't embarrassed or nothing. Like, are you kidding? Now he trying to act like he never met them three people before. They didn't help him with that name. They didn't help him bring money into Zeus. And they didn't help create the name Zeus. The lady actually, I heard all three of them voices talking. I just can't remember their names. And it was on that man live. So if you go and try to find it, if I find it, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna inbox it to you so
Okay.
that you can go back and look at it. But girl, it might not be no baddies or no daggone zoo soon.
Yep. But I'm about to end the live, y'all. Cause it's gonna be a
Okay,
great
let's
I can't wait the next Sunday so we can see what's happening. And you know what? I
yes.
want to do a review on Real Housewives of Atlanta because like y'all now now Brit, I mean, I understand, but come on now, you cannot lose your license for what's happening on the internet like that. Like you got to go through a process. Like let's cut it out. You didn't lose your license, but if you lose them, it's because of something you did unethical. So let's keep it for real here. Don't just blame what Kenya did. Like you know what I'm saying. And I want to know who is the person as part of the group gave Kenya all this information on Miss Britt herself. So,
Had to get back into that. Do Bravo have a network or no? A
yeah, Bravo have,
subscription?
yeah. No, you don't have, no, it's on regular cable. Thank you, Sabrina.
Oh, no,
Cable.
I ain't got no cable, but I definitely would try to see if I can find a
They do have an
subscription
app.
and just
They do have an
mm,
app. However, you got to have like internet service with the company or something in order
a
for you.
provider service. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
with Lifetime, they won't let you get the they don't have a subscription to purchase a the subscription for a month so that you can watch movies on Lifetime. So I understand what you're saying. And one more thing, boo,
Hey,
before you
private.
go, I know you say you don't watch Mina two-way, but baby, I do. And honey, that is the funniest show in the world, man.
Oh, yep. You can get Bravo. Bravo. You can do if you got NBC Peacock. You can get Bravo.
I do.
You can watch it there.
Okay.
It comes on
No
the day
problem.
after. It comes after the day after the show airs. It comes on the day after.
Okay.
So you
Okay,
can't.
cool.
I don't like two way love because like Erica, like cut it out. I'm sick of you. I'm just really sick. What are you?
It
Why are
is
you trying to
so
find?
funny.
Why are you trying to find love when you can't keep love? Like quit. Like no, you done been in how
Her
many?
disposition is a little different on this show than it was when she was with Safari. But everything that she bring up about her old partner, she's talking about him. I don't know.
And
That
that's
that
not a
girl
good
always
love.
been
And that's not
crazy.
love.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good look. Let me see. Kenya is so much better than trying to get a lick back like that. I hate she did that and she has to accept the consequences. Correct. I hate that. I hate that for Kenya. And yes, I can't get with. I Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all the reason why I watch, because when Aaron the plumber, y'all know the one that was on the Ninja Turtle from Pop the Balloon. That's the only reason why
Yes.
I watched, and I had only watched it because of that. And when he got beat up, I stopped watching it. And then y'all know we got basketball wives finna come back. Like y'all, we got to get into it. It's about to be good. Cause I'm trying to figure out, is Brittany Renner, is she trying to be Muslim now or something? I don't know. I can't wait. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, but thank you, Lex, for letting me come up. I
Thank
love
you. Um,
y'all. Till next Monday. I'm gonna come back up with you next Monday because you already know, baby. We got to get down because that
okay.
last night won't number the teaser to me. I don't like when they tease me like that.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm mad because I got a
fair.
subscription and I can't even pull it up. I can't even go on. I'd have been on before the reunion came on, I went on my fire stick to try to pull it up because they put stuff up early. Girl, I couldn't find. I was so hot about this reunion. It took so long for this reunion to come up. It did.
Yep,
So
it did.
I
It Because it had a
definitely will
lot
be
of
back.
episodes.
Are you
But
gonna do
Keith,
another review next Monday?
I am.
Okay, cool. I
I'm gonna say this.
Sabrina, you got to come up with us next week because you got to help us with this review.
Hey, Sharice. Now I'm gonna say this, Auntie Special K. Kenya might have paid for it, but it's somebody she got it from that group, because Portia put it. Portia told it on her one of her lives. Portia for real lives. She said it. She said absolutely got those pictures and everything from someone in the cast. So yeah. All right, y'all. I want to thank Pratt, Sabrina, and Dominica for the super chat today. I want to thank everyone that came in my live. Sabrina, thank you so much for coming on the panel.
You're
Sabrina,
welcome.
You make sure you come and join us next Saturday, next Monday for the review of the other part two of the reunion for Baddies or Saddies, as I call it. Um, yeah, we're gonna do it like that. And I will talk to you guys later. Love y'all.
Love you too, Lex.
All
Bye,
right.
y'all.